Alright, so I don't normally make this kind of video. In fact, I don't think I've ever done a response video before. But there's a first time for everything, I guess, and today I'm going to be responding to a video entitled Renegade Line, Forums and Their Abusive Moderators, Star Wars Battlefront by Undernetwork BFH, or the Undernetwork BFH. So the premise of this is I watch the video and pause it when I hear something silly, so I can say something clearly instead of talking over him. And also I'm using Bandicam for this, so I'm gonna have to cut it at certain points. So yeah, you'll probably notice that. But yeah, let's begin, shall we? I'll put this in full screen. Oh my.
Hello everyone, this is the Undernetwork here. I gotta tell you, this is things like this. It does not make me want to support Renegade Line at all, because the moderators on Renegade Line.
I'm not watching this in 1080p, by the way.
Probably even some of the
I know it says at the bottom.
admins. It's hard to tell who is who, because I mean, when you run your own website, you can pretty much put whatever identity you like.
Yeah. I'd love to know what's so hard about a color-coded system which tells you exactly who's who. Black forum borders are raw vengeance staff, dark blue are for the community moderators, and the white borders are people like you and me. I mean, in terms of status on the forums anyway. I don't consider us alike in any way. Also, all of the mods are using names they had in BFH and names they are most known for having, be it on YouTube or just what they had as their hero names. And some members of Raw Vengeance didn't even play BFH. And, you know, they didn't have previous identities, so this isn't exactly some huge crime scene where everyone is a suspect and has changed their persona or whatever.
And the thing that I can't stand is that the moderators on the Renegade Line are incredibly rude, very psychotic as hell, or more like sociopathic.
There we go. Sociopath. That's like your catchphrase or something.
But most of all, they're immature as fuck, because I really cannot put up with their behavior, the way they treat people.
Yeah, USM playing the father figure here, ladies and gentlemen. You'll want to talk about how to treat people. I mean, literally everything I've seen you do has something negative in it, or it's related to something negative.
I know that they only have a limited amount of resources, but the thing is that it's things like this that makes me want to support them or the game or the developers.
Yeah, I love this part. You're basically saying it as if one customer backing out will make a difference. I mean, it's not like you have a dedicated fan base behind you who will follow in your footsteps either, so...
That's why I never wanted to make a video about supporting Renegade Line.
Actually, you did want to make a video like that, unless it was going to be slanderous, since you made a thread asking if you could use some of the gameplay footage in a future video for your channel, but whatever.
In a good way, or actually tell them, you know, hey, let's keep Battlefield heroes alive, give them money, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like...
Okay, what was that nonsense?
No, hell no. I know something's too good to be true.
Yeah, like you making a positive video about anything.
Because like I said, for me, I'm a lot more educated, a lot more wiser.
You sure as hell don't show it.
Than most people who play most video games. And the thing is that I know very well that a game developer that has no real name, that's just first starting off, again, you can make a great game, but if your customer support is terrible, it also makes people not support the game at all as well. That's one very good example with Electronic Arts and Steam, for example. They're starting to struggle as well. And the thing is that while I was on the forums, all I did was just make basic posts.
Yeah, that wasn't all you did, but we'll get to that.
And people from the butthurt trolls, the people that have been banned, suspended, from the previous forums from Battlefield Heroes.
Yeah, I don't know how you know, or how you're sure that all of them were the ones that were banned.
Have been basically attacking me, trolling me, and just being plain fucking annoying, because the funniest part is most of these people are just Battlefield Heroes rejects. They've probably already been banned before from the forum.
Right, so you say they have been banned, and now you're saying they've probably been banned. Nice consistency, my friend.
Forums and from the game. One good example is people like Juzakus.
Oh my god. Juzakas, right, so this is coming from the same guy who was ranting about others not treating people properly a few minutes ago. So yeah, I also don't see why you're bringing him up, since he hasn't even used the Renegade Line forums, and his channel's been inactive for a long time. I mean, you really have poor damage control, and you can't let this go, can you?
Where he's been banned from both from the forums and from Origin completely for being the idiot that he is and doesn't have the balls to admit it.
Yeah, I'd like to see you have the balls to admit that too and own up to what you've done and said, just saying.
And the thing is the moderators have also been attacking Kid Joe 73. He's the one.
Okay, this just shows how misinformed you are on this, since this wasn't an attack, and it didn't even take place on the forums either. Kid Joe made a comment on one of my videos about Renegade Line, then one of the moderators, Postman Jeps, replied to it. The whole thing was essentially a misunderstanding on both their parts, and it got settled, so I don't know why you're bringing it up, probably because you don't know otherwise, or you're looking for filler nonsense to make, you know, people have a higher chance of believing what you're saying.
Recommended me to go to the forums and make a post there, and I was mostly making posts about the game itself. And again,
well, actually, from what I saw, the majority of what you did was either to promote yourself, your channel or your videos, or just reply in a harsh manner to people to make matters worse instead of ignoring them. And you also made a few suggestions, but those were also worded in a way that would attract negativity and controversy.
And people who are nothing but trolls come to my post and post something, a topic or a reply that has nothing to do with the post, has nothing to do with a topic or subject. Instead of the moderator suspending or banning these idiots who keep making these fucking posts.
Yeah, they did the next best thing and removed those replies in your threads from public view, so I'm not sure why you're complaining unless you want more action to be taken. I like how Darth Vader just slapped him, by the way.
They would rather just censor me, take down my posts or close them, or censor me, instead of actually taking care of the problem, which is the trolls.
They did remove some of your posts too, but that was because you were replying in an equally harsh or even worse manner, and you were derailing the threads even further because of it. None of your threads with such controversy even got closed, by the way. Just the one where you asked for permission to use the gameplay footage, like I said earlier, and you got a simple enough answer, so it was closed as it was solved and there was nothing more to be said.
Alright? Trolls don't have money. Most trolls are just mentally unstable people who have nothing else better to do, who are unproductive.
Great, thanks for that useless piece of information.
And if I can put $400 in the Battlefield Heroes...
Well, actually, I swear you've changed that amount a few times. You even claimed it was $500 when you made a thread on the forums advertising your channel. And that isn't even a lot compared to what other people spent on various things in BFH, like the supply drops, exclusive items like the peacocks and stuff like that. So, yeah.
What makes you so sure I want to put money into this game if you people act like this?
You people, yeah. The mods haven't done anything wrong, you moron. They were following the rules, and nothing innocent of yours got removed or censored, just what was against the rules. And the same applies to everyone else. I also don't think you were planning to spend a lot of money on the game anyway, since you've had various complaints with it in one of your older videos, and you didn't seem to like it at all, to be honest.
The only reason why I put money into Battlefield Heroes was because I was in support
Almost
of the game
slipped up
because
there.
I actually enjoyed it, even with its limitations. And I wanted to also help out the community as well, but it seems the community are mostly composed of a bunch of retards and rejects.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you've tried to help out this community so far, apart from making asinine posts on the forums, unless you're talking about the BFH community in your older videos for whatever reason. Yeah, there were some people who weren't too nice in your threads, but you didn't ignore them. Instead, you gave in and acted in the exact same way. So I guess you can put yourself under that nice description of the community as well.
And because of that, Kid Joe has also been harassed by the moderators as well, and probably some admins.
Yeah, he wasn't harassed or attacked, and this was a small dispute between just one mod and no Raw Vengeance staff or anyone else. No one else spoke to him or got involved. This was all Okay, so there was Bandicam again. So what I was saying was that you made your debut on the forums after this whole small thing happened. So I don't know what you mean by saying because of that, as if it happened because of you and all these threads.
Video of it that he's been responding to some of the moderators that have been attacking him, and I just been getting sick and tired of these moderators and how they censor anyone that actually opposes them, that actually tells them to question themselves. But instead, they would rather just take your post down, censor you.
Yeah, none of that ever happened, and you haven't given any examples of what you just said, but yeah.
And not take care of the problem, which is the trolls and the losers.
Well, they did sort out the problem, all right, and you were a part of that problem along with some of the others who replied.
Rejects. And like I said, if Kid Joe's not going to support this game, and I told him, you know, if they're acting this way, I won't support them either. Because
yeah, heaven forbid supporting your team who have rules and stick to those rules.
I can assure you he's not a fucking bad guy, and I'm not a bad guy either. And it just seems completely ridiculous.
Well, I know Kid Joe just likes to joke around, but you always come off extremely serious in your claims and with your negative points, so I can't really agree with all of that.
That I have to be putting up with this bullcrap.
Yeah, there's no bullcrap here apart from this video itself in how misinformed and nonsensical it is.
Alright, and it's just that, again, I have to deal with a bunch of immature idiots who think that just because you give them a little bit of power on a forum, that they think that they're capable of doing whatever the hell they want.
They aren't doing whatever they want. They're following the rules of the forum, something that is in fact good service.
These people have no customer support experience. They have no communications experience. They have no common sense.
Wow, that would be a good lecture, wouldn't it? USM showing us what common sense is.
And I was saying before, it makes me not even want to support these people. And it's stuff like this.
Yeah, once again, you don't want to support a team that have rules and stick to them.
That I might as well just start creating my own game, because I'm starting to think about just doing my own game.
Oh, here we go.
And I've already had experience doing stuff like this before. I once ran the Minecraft server, made about $1,200, and it was a very heavily populated server of 30 players. People loved it. Even when there was outages, people loved the server.
Alright, so how does running a Minecraft server mean you have experience with creating your own games? That doesn't make any sense.
But the thing is, it makes me not even support people like on Renegade Line, because they're just incredibly rude, very annoying. They attack anyone that doesn't agree with them.
Yeah, keep thinking that if you want.
They censor me, and instead of taking care of the problem, they rather just attack me. And they actually enjoy watching people argue and attack me instead of actually...
Yeah, how do you know that? It just seems like you've just pulled that out of God knows where, like the rest of the stuff you've said in this video.
Just taking care of the problem. It just goes to show you that Renegade Line is a reflection of them. And I'm just done. You know what I mean? I'm done. I'm just not going to be doing this anymore. I'm not going to be supporting Renegade Line. I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm done.
Right, I'm sure in a few months you'll make another video of sorts complaining about something to do with Renegade Line, because I find it highly unlikely that you'll just drop this for good and never revisit it, support it or play it, what with your track record of saying you would leave YouTube for other sites only to come back months later.
No. I'm tired of this bullcrap. Post in the comments below if you have also experienced problems like this as well.
Yeah, you won't see any comments then, since nothing wrong happened and you're talking nonsense.
I know I'm not the only one, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Right, what's next time then? Is it another Renegade Line video after saying you're done with it? Probably. Anyway, yeah, to summarise, this video was full of nonsense, and the Renegade Line team and moderators have been falsely accused of various things in this video. Like I said at the start, this is my first time doing a video like this, but sometimes there's something that annoys you that you have to talk about, and this was definitely it. I don't know if I'll do another video like this again, but we'll see what happens following it, shall we? So yeah, not exactly a Renegade Line update video, but hopefully this was as entertaining. And Not to repeat someone we just heard, but thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.